Oh. Well, what time is it again? 6:16. Good morning, everybody. 6:16 in the morning here in Pensacola, Florida area. It's good old me, BLG, back in BLG's Galley and Grill the second. So, what are we doing today, you might ask? Oh, by the way, hi, I'm Lefty, and I'm Righty. What are we doing today? Today we're going to do a Crockpot pulled pork. Quick, easy to do. Let's just get to it. I'll show you how easy you can set this up. Anybody can make this thing. Alright? First what I got is two pretty decent sized onions, right chaw. Right chaw. I've already skinned this one. I'll show you how I skin these ones, mine. I cut off the bottom little roots, just a little bit like that. I cut off the little thing on the top where the stalk is. Take my knife and I just kind of go like this. And a little bit, 1/8 of an inch or so into it. So that way I'm not peeling the paper. I just take the outer part of the first couple layers of skin off with it. Boom! Look at that. You got a peeled onion that fast, folks. And barely even a mess to pick up. Look at that there. Like that, huh? Look at that. Boom. Now what I'm going to do is take these Mr. Onions, zap them in half. Zap this guy in half, just anywhere. Like that. I'm going to go down through here. Zap them up like that. Fairly thin, not too bad, like this. Get off there. Zap you guys in half like this. You can leave them long and stringy if you want to. I'm just going to cut them this way. There we go. That guy there. Zap this guy down. I'm going to break these all down like this. You get the point. Pretty easy, right? Yep. Pretty damn easy, BLG. Nice and easy. No special ingredients, really. Other than the rub. I'll show you what's in the rub. I'm going to do that to this onion. I'm going to do this to the other onion. I'll see you right back here. Okay. Now what we got our onions all done up here. We're just going to put them in the bottom of our Crockpot, slow cooker. We're going to make a little bed, bottom of our Crockpot, thusly, right? Yeah. Okay. Wipe off our board a little bit. There we go. Just like that, see? Got a nice little bed in there. Next, take them out of here. We have got a pork butt, pork roast, pork shoulder, however they call it in yours. I've got a 4.82, just shy of a 5-pounder. Perfect size for what I'm doing here. Pork butt. Right chop. What I'm going to do with this guy, all that fat, just leave it on there. It's fine. What I'm going to do with this guy is get some paper towels. I'm going to kind of pat this guy dry here, all around, like so. There's a nice bone in there. Flavor. Gotta love the bones, man. Don't use a tenderloin or anything like that on this, because it's not enough fat in it. It'll come out dry as hell. You gotta use something, a lot of fat marbling in it. Okay, now it's patted kind of dry. Now what I'm going to do, wash my hands so I don't cross-contaminate me. Seasoning. I've got this here seasoning, right, y'all. See if I can get it to focus in on it. You can write that down and pause and write that down. Right there is my pork barbecue seasoning. Works great on any kind of pork, ribs, any kind of pork. It's got regular granulated sugar, it's got brown sugar, kosher salt, black pepper, chili powder, paprika, turmeric, cayenne pepper, garlic powder and onion powder in there. And just kind of play around with the formula until you get something that you like. What I'm going to do, sprinkle this on here real good. Get a nice coating up on here. I'm going to rub it in to the meat real good. So there's that side. I want to get all the sides if I can. Wash my hands again. Alright. We'll get all the sides all washed up here. Seasoning. Pork rub stuff, baby. Get a nice chunk of that up on here. Pat him in. Boom. Flip him on that side. Wash your hands. I mean, if you're going to throw away your seasoning container, just go ahead and keep doing this. But I plan on keeping my seasoning container. Easy to do. Get up before you go to work. Smack this around. There we go. Look at that. Simple as that, folks. We're popping right in here on his bed. Boop! Just like that. Now, get this out the way. Now the hard part. Bring this over to here. Done with my seasoning. We got him sitting in our crock pot. Now we're going to take about a cup. I got 2 cups of bok stock right here, chicken stock. And pour it on the sides. I'm going to put just enough in here to cover these onions. So it might take the whole 2 cups. Yep, 2 cups. Bok stock covered the 2 onions. Excellent. Excellent. Now, the really hard part. Where's the lid? Finding the lid is the hardest part of the whole thing. I'll put a lid on here. Right? I'm going to plug this little puppy in. I'm going to have to move him to reach him over here. Just like so. We're going to turn this bad boy onto high. Just like that. Now, go to work. Go fishing. Go on a long hike. Go on a long drive. And come back in about 6 to 8 hours. It'll be fine. It's not going to burn. Not a chance in hell. So if you get stuck up to even 9 or 10 hours of doing something, don't worry about your food. It's not going anywhere. That bad boy's not going to burn. It's going to be just fine. But this will be done in about 8 hours. Do not open this lid for any reason unless that shit's on fire. Just let it sit and do its thing. I'll see you guys back here in about 8 hours and we'll pull this shit. Boink. Alright folks, it has been 8.5 hours now that this has been sitting in here on high. Proof that, yeah, it's not going anywhere. It's not going to burn. This thing could go another 2 hours if you want. Doesn't matter, but it's done, right? How are we going to tell if it's done, BLG? Well, we're going to grab this, and this is just one of them roasting pans. Something easy. We'll take the lid off of here, set that over chaw, and if this here's the bone, right? That should just pull right out. Nice and clean, just like that. Got some onions stuck to it. Look how clean that bone is. Done. Done, finished, and done and said done. Now I want to take this out of here. This might be a bit difficult. This is extremely tender. It'll just want to fall apart. Okay? It'll just want to fall apart on you. So I'm going to try opening 2 sets of tongs. I'm going to go in here after this, pull her out, sort of, in pieces. That's fine. That's what you're looking for. Very extremely tender. We'll toss it in here, into the pan, Don't worry about getting little onion pieces and stuff. Alright? Off to the side. Off to the side. This is just the extra fat chunks. That's a piece of onion, but who cares? But these are just little extra fat chunks. You don't want them little slimy fat chunks up in your stuff, you know what I mean? That's all here good and dandy, right? That's fine for now. Let us come over here. Have yourself, oh, you can see. Have yourself a peek in here. Now what I want is just a plate, just something to throw the scrap on. There's going to be scrap in here. So I just got a plate. Give me the little ones. They're a little bit more controllable. And all this extra fat, you don't want that. Just put all the extra fat, because there's still going to be fat on it. No matter how long you cook it, there's going to be fat. Right, chop. And if you don't want the onions, you can go through and pick them out too. Like that, there's one. You know, I don't have all the onions, of course. It's in there. Now, let's go look for some extra more fat that could be in here. And like that, extra fat. And I'm going to pick this little bit of extra fat out of here that we don't want, because there's quite a bit. Like I said, you have to use a fatty meat. Look at that, extra fat. You have to use a fatty meat. So I'm going to pull the fat out of here. I'll see you back here in just a second. There's a big old piece of fat. Ain't right, y'all. Alright, folks, we're back. That's all just extra fat right here. Nothing good there that you want, unless you like to eat a whole bunch of extra fat. There is a little sample of meat. Oh, yeah. That's the stuff, man. So now you can use 2 forks. In this case, it just wants to fall apart anyway. I've got it in this here pan at my own will. There's another piece of fat. I'm just going to bust it up. Grab and pinchy pinchy. Do the human crab effect. If you wanted to eat this just as it is, what you want to do, and I'm going to show you in just a second. I see a goddamn fly and it's pissing me off. Here we go. We got that pulled down, right? Now what you want to do, I'll bring you over here. I'll see you in a second. I want to take a pan, put it in our sink. Yes, the bone is still in here. I'll just move that out of the way. Get a pan. Put your strainer right here on the pan. We're going to use our hot pan holders. Make sure you have a firm grip on this crock so you don't break it. I'm going to strain this, the onion mixture, into the pan. You see what I mean? Then, we're just going to set that on the stove. Get it out of the way. Now we got the onion mixture here. Looks pretty good, yeah? Well, you have your options now. You can, if you just want to eat it non-barbecue, you can just, hang on a second. Okay? If you want to eat this non-barbecue, come back over here. Come back over here. If you want to eat this non-barbecue, what you can do is strain off some of this fat with a spoon, right? And strain off some of this fat. In this case, there's not really any in here, but you can put some of this back in here like this, right? To moisten it back up, keep it all moist. Serve that with some mashed potatoes and gravy, whatnot. You know, you stir it and mix it around like this. And there you go. You can put some more of this juice back in here, you see. Get it all up and running the way you want. And pig out, just like that. Now, I like to put a little bit of juice in here because it's nice and it's juicy. And we've already made all that flavor, right? What I like to do, take these here onions and put them back because I like onions. You dig? I'm going to put the onions back in here, mix it all up with a little bit of the cooking juice, the chicken broth. Mix all this up like this here. Take your favorite barbecue sauce, whatever kind you like. Doesn't matter. Take your favorite barbecue sauce. You want to go in here and hit that puppy up and mix until you get the consistency you want. Remember, all them seasonings and all the flavors are already in here. Folks, it's done. Right, chop. That's done. There you go, that's done. Right there. Holy shit, is that good. Okay, folks, so that is done. That is absolutely fantastic. Now, what I'm going to do, seeing as I'm like retired and stuff, more or less and stuff, and I'm retired, I had time on my hands. Well, take a look here what I made. I made homemade buns, folks. Take yourself a gander at that bad monster, huh? Look at that. Homemade bun. Now, oh yeah. I'm gonna cut said homemade bun right in two, right chop. And show you the voluptuous, fluffy softness. Homemade hamburger buns. If you want to see that video, let me know. Now what you do right, y'all, is you take some of this here pork and you smack it. You smother this, I say, onto the bun. Now you can put dill pickles on here if you want, which is probably what I'll do or something eventually. Hi, I'm Righty, by the way. But yeah, you smack her down. Look at that, folks. Take yourself a peek and a gander, if you will, at that deliciousness. Total time, about 8 hours and 20 minutes is how long I let it go. Total. Look at that bad boy. Take yourself a look at that, would you? Here. Take yourself a look at that. You want some? You know you want some. You're welcome. It's easy. You don't have to be a chef. You don't have to do anything fancy. Load it up before you go to work, even the day before. Say it's the weekend. You're going to have some meat for the week? There you go. Done. It's that easy, folks. So, hope you liked the episode. Thank you, new subscribers. Thanks for sticking around for the older subscribers and stuff. I hope your new subscribers will stick around. That's pretty cool. Till next time, folks, for Hands On with BLG, I'm BLG. I am Lefty. I am Righty. Let's see if this is any good. I have to. Oh, man. Some tater salad with that. I'm telling you, folks, that's the stuff. I don't feed your friends. Holy shit. Family. You know himself like I'm doing. Half of this is going to squeak. Holy shit, that's good. So, till next time, folks. Y'all know what to do. Make this stuff. It's easy. It's quick. You can buy a Crockpot. We got this one for $10 at the thrift store. Make it. Barbecue out without even having to be out in the hot. And peace out, people. Just peace out. Hands on with BLG. You never know what you will see. Oh, yes sirree. Hands on with BLG. Stick around and learn from me.